thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and thanks for being here this afternoon. And I want to thank the Dag Hammarskjöld Foundation, and I want to congratulate the journalists. I love journalists. Why? Because they tell the story in a different perspective. One of the things I grew up realizing when I was in Benin is that every morning my father, in order to have the news of the world, but first of all of the African continent, he has to go through the French RFE to get the news. And I think that the diversity of journalists that you have given prize to today empower me to continue believing that if we diverse the way the information are given to people, we empower them. Let the people tell the stories that have always been my my concern. The story of the Africa, of my continent, of the African people have always been told by the one that colonizes us and enslave us. And so therefore, since that time, our all the prejudice that are put on us come from that single story. Every coin have two faces. But when it comes to my continent, the story of Africa does not have many faces, just have only one face. Misery, stupidity, laziness, disease, all but nothing positive. And I think that as an artist traveling the world, I've seen that. When I was holding my Beninese passport everywhere I go, I was looked at as a criminal. Everywhere you go, when you don't have an American or the European passport, you are not accepted. Even though you are a journalist, even though you are an artist, even though you do nothing wrong, but just because you are African, you are already ostracized. Today, as I'm speaking to you, I have a show next Wednesday at the Carnegie Hall celebrating the music of Miriam Makeba because she is my role model. And I've received from Facebook stuff like, your show should not be called Mama Africa, but Mama Ebola. And another one said, oh, we hope she's not bringing Ebola to Carnegie Hall. So the story of Ebola, the way it has been told by the rich country, is putting the stigma on us. These diseases have existed for the last 20 years. No one does anything to it. We have to realize that we are living in a global village. What happens somewhere you don't take care of it when it started is going to come to your front door. So we can put the current quarantine there. We can do whatever we want. We can close down the countries. But don't forget, you cannot lock people down. Otherwise, your economy is going to collapse. We need to travel. We need to consume. Things have to happen. Please don't stigmatize the country where Ebola is. There are people surviving today of Ebola. People are taking care of themselves. What we need is to be empowered to do the right thing by our people. We need our health system to be scaled up. We don't need pity from rich countries. We need respect and we need collaboration and to work on the same level of respect. Until we do that, we won't succeed. And I believe also that I am here before you today because I come from a family of a man and a woman that have been to school. My mom and dad, they believe fiercely about of education. They will not absolutely not negotiate with me. If I don't go to school, I don't sing. And that was non negotiable at any time given. So I've been through this. So asking my father, why do you want me to go to school? I'm making money. His response is, you want to pay a rent here? You can pay the rent and support yourself? Do it. But as long as you are under my roof, you go to school because you cannot be an artist and not have knowledge about this world. You have to be able to stand in front of any audience and speak about other subject than your arts. You have to be able to connect to people. As an artist, you are the key holder to open doors. You are the one that build bridges to bring people together for us not all to be in the dark. I believe in education. Why? My mom. My mom's take on education is health. She was a freak of sanitation. How many times I've come back from school and I want to reach out for the food and she goes, "Watch your hand." I'm like, "Mama, my hands are not dirty. Watch your hand. What did you touch?" I'm like, "Nothing." My mom said, "The desk in school, is it clean?" I'm like, "Why do you think about all those stuff? I'm the only kid in the school that wash my hand more than anybody else." And she would say, "I don't care. Because if you get sick, you can't go to school." Vaccination was another thing for my mother. At that time, we had UNICEF trucks that comes, and the parents, the one that want to vaccinate the kids, they will know at what time and which day of the month they're gonna come. And I wonder why my mom have that little book that she snuggle all around all the time under her pillow. And then I realized that that little book is where she wrote when your next vaccination is and when the truck is coming. From the moment I realized that, as soon as I see that vaccination book in her hand, I just dashed out because I hate needles. Our brothers and sisters in the family of 10 children that she raised, we were the most vaccinated kids ever in our city. My heart, my arms hurt, my butt hurt. I'm like, "Mom, come on." But her take is you gotta be healthy to learn in school. Education is the only wealth we can give you. Make the best out of it. Justice, fairness, equality, gender inequality have to be addressed. We want to live in a fairer world. We want to put an end to all this problem we are having around the world. We have to go back to where it started. What have you done for the last 50 years? We have divided this world. The bigger one, the stronger one stays on top and tell the little one, do what we told you, don't do what we do. If we don't give democracy, we don't give an example of democracy to country where we want democracy, we can lecture them. Democracy is not to be bought. Democracy means the people choose the leaders they want. In the rich country, every day I look, democracy is going backward. When you live in a country of dictatorship and you don't have the freedom of speech, when you wake up in the morning, you are afraid to talk to your mother, to talk to your father. When they told you your father, you have to call your father comrade, your mom comrade. You don't know who to trust. I swear to you all, you don't want that system nowhere in the world. Don't let the ISIS and so on bring us back in time. Let's be proactive. Let's be more fair. Let's think what we want for our population is what we want for other populations around the globe. We want Africa to be developed. We want African people to be able to send their kids to school, to put free meal a day on the table, to have access to health care, to all be able. When Ebola or other crisis comes in, we just come in as partner and do it better. Not always patronizing us and putting the stigma of us on us. I thank you. Thank you.